I would hope that after this series, people choose love, and to know that you can always choose love, you can always choose hope.
Congrats on the series. I love how the
Thank you.
show humanizes the events through these, performances and the writing. You guys did a great job with this show, and I'm really excited to see how award season comes for you guys because the show is just phenomenal. Your character, Dr. King, he was a newcomer to Memorial when Katrina hit, and he came in with a very distinct set of ethics. I'm wondering, seeing how discrimination played a huge part in how things were handled during Katrina, what was it about Bryant that made him such an impactful voice, especially as the events unfolded near the end?
Well, I think it was just what you said. He came in with a certain set of ethics and morals and principles that were kind of ingrained and really hard for him to deny and to ignore, particularly in a time of crisis. That's a good time to ignore some stuff. Some might say. But it's, regardless, it's just that for him. I think that's what makes him kind of stand out, and that's what makes his journey kind of so compelling and unique, because we watch him really find the balance of what that is, of how to kind of tackle that that mountain, if you will, of what to do, what not to do, when, where, and it's something that I think people will kind of really gravitate towards, because that's what we all kind of want to see in a character. Like, how do you face that inner conflict?
And you had some very intense scenes with Cherry. Your characters were like head to head, butting heads a lot of the time, especially when you started seeing things unfold. What was it like working with her in those scenes, especially since knowing there was like that emotional background of everything going on with your characters?
It was great. It was great. I've been a huge fan of Cherry for so long, and just really the opportunity to meet her and to work on screen with her. And really, more importantly, after the show, well, really beginning of the show, really kind of develop a real friendship
Mhm.
with Cherry. I mean, that's golden. That's golden. Life is about relationships, and I have a lot of great relationships that came from this process that will be with me for probably the rest of my life. But on screen, I mean, she is legendary. She is so spectacular, and the only unfortunate thing is that we didn't have more scenes together.
Yeah.
Like, I could have did a whole episode with just me and Cherry. Like,
Mhm.
I would have did that happily.
Yeah.
But just a couple scenes here and there, and I really enjoyed our time together.
Yeah, they were very great. There were great scenes. I loved seeing those scenes all the time. And I just wanted to see more interaction. Before I do let you go, I'm wondering, what do you hope audiences take away from this show with how these decisions that are very similar to the pandemic that doctors had to make will transform our understanding of communities in crisis?
Yeah, I think people from this, should take away that. I mean, for me, it's really finding kind of the personal search engine, if you will, about what you want to see have happen in this world, and what you want to fight for, and really, asking yourself a tough question, a tough but basic question.
Yeah.
Am I coming from love or fear? Is love motivating this, or is fear motivating what I want to see have happen in the world? And so I would hope that after this series, people choose love, and to know that you can always choose love, you can always choose hope. And at the same time, choosing love doesn't mean you won't have to fight for what you think is right and what you believe in.
Mhm. Well, Cornelius, it's a phenomenal show and you gave a great performance, and I cannot wait to see award season for you guys. So, congrats again on the series.